So let's go on to a second Mint Mobile question. What's our second one?
Hey, John and Co. This is Rich Robbins from Chicago, Illinois. D23 is right around the corner, and as I wonder what big announcements are on the horizon, I'm thinking about the two Avengers movies coming up in 2024. Since they're so close to one another, I'm wondering how they will make both interesting for the audience. What do you think the chances are one of these movies will be revealed to be a Young Avengers movie? My guess would be the Kang Dynasty one. Thanks, and bring on the filthy.
All right. Thanks again for saying that in. And again, D23, 72 hours from now, the biggest announcement event since the Disney Investor Day call a couple of years ago. This is the one. This is the big thing. I'm expecting bomb after bomb after bomb to be dropped at this thing, just like they did at the previous D23. So the Avengers. Well, let's start with the first kind of question. The real big question you have here really is about the Young Avengers, but let's go to the first part about how can they keep audiences interested by having the two Avengers so close to each other? That ain't going to be a problem. That's not going to be the slightest problem. I remember they released like Matrix movies like 6 months apart, 2 and 3. And even though like 3 was really not any good, people were still super excited about getting out to see it. If anything, a lot of people would argue that a lot of these sequels should be made at the same time and then released very close to each other because you'll be able to build on that momentum. So yeah, I don't think getting the audience excited for Avengers movie is going to be the problem. That's not the problem at all. Now, as far as your question, to give context to what he's asking, you guys might remember that a few years ago, there was a Captain America movie coming out that they announced was going to be called Captain America and the Serpent Society. But then at a big announcement event that they did at the El Capitan Theater in Hollywood, I was there. Christian Harloff was there with me. We were sitting about 15 feet away from Kevin Feige as he stood on the stage and announced, well, guys, we got something to tell you. And they had the Captain America Serpent Society logo up. It's not exactly Captain America Serpent Society. And the title went away and the new title, Captain America Civil War, came out. Now, ever since they've done that, every single Marvel movie that comes out, people ask, is this just a fake out? Is this what, like, there've been 20 something movies since, and it's still like, maybe this one is just a fake out. Maybe this is just, but it's always been the movies they're saying they are. But with two Avengers movies coming out, Avengers Kang Dynasty, Avengers Secret Wars, could one of them actually, could we get to D23 and Kevin Feige comes out on stage and there's a big title that says Kang Dynasty, Avengers Kang Dynasty, and then it goes away and actually comes out Avengers New Age, Young Avengers, like comes out on screen. I'm going to go ahead and say the chances of that are absolute zero. And one of there's two big reasons why. Number one, Avengers is your main absolute bread and butter franchise. If you're going to pull a fast one and pull a sneak thing, you don't do it with the Avengers name. You don't do that. Second is this. I'm sure there are going to be some people that would be interested in a Young Avengers movie. I'm sure there are.
It's me.
I'm not necessarily one of them,
That's
but Chris is. And I'm sure there are others. It's 1,000 to 1 ratio of people who are interested in Avengers Kang Dynasty. But come on, Chris, even you.
I know.
If there were two theater doors in front of you right now, one is playing Avengers Kang Dynasty and one is playing Young Avengers. Which one are you going into first?
Go to King Dynasty, but I want to have my cake and eat it too.
I know. Hey, maybe you will get both. But my point is, what they will not do is piss off 1,000 people to make one person really happy, right? That's just like, maybe you do that with, I don't know, the Agatha series they have coming out. I mean, I'm looking forward to Agatha. I am, but I mean, that's one where you say, hey guys, we're just kidding. It's not the Agatha thing that we're holding there. It's actually Young Avengers. You can do that for something like that. I just don't think you can't say, hey everybody, we're bringing you Avengers Kang Dynasty. And to say, kidding, we're giving you a McNugget. We promised you this huge buffet, but instead we're going to give you chicken nugget. I just don't think they can possibly do that with this. I don't know, Chris, you hear this as one of those people who would be looking forward to Young Avengers.
I mean, I'd love a Young Avengers.
Do you think they could get up on stage at D23 and say, we were just kidding about this one Avengers movie. It's actually going to be a Young Avengers movie?
No, I mean, I think it was different before the title got announced because there was speculation on this show, right? Hey, they just secured the rights to King Dynasty and everything. We were still a little iffy on that of, well, they secured the rights to a lot of things, guys. Let's pause the brakes there. But I think this for sure is going to happen now. We have a big buildup of who Kang is in the universe. We had that title announced. I don't think we're doing the bait and switches as much anymore, unless it comes to actual plot devices within the films themselves, not so much the names.
You hear about this. What do you think?
It is the decade of Kang. And, I mean, he's like popping up everywhere. And you would think that someone who just sort of pops up as a cameo in almost every single Marvel property, that he would get old and people would be like, okay, enough of this. But not only am I not seeing any of that, I'm not feeling it myself either.
Well, as of right now, he's only been in Loki. As of right now, he's only appeared in Loki. But we do have him, of course, coming up in Ant-Man. For people who are listening to our podcast and have no idea why the air just went dead. Was this one of those situations where Aaron thought we were talking about somebody else? It is.
Yeah. I'm sorry, who's King? Who's King?
He's Jonathan Majors at the end of Loki.
Oh, I thought he was the guy
thinking
that does
Wong.
the.
That's Wong.
Dang. It's monosyllabic. It's
Still
like
ends in NG.
consonant, vowel, consonant, consonant.
WOKA.
I mean, Kevin Feige just said it is the Wong cinematic universe.
Give me a king.
Sorry, I'm blonde.
Now,
pretty.
in Aaron's defense, she's not the MCU, the big MCU fan at the table. So
Why am I even here? Like, why am I even? Honestly, I know you guys are thinking it. What is that ding dong doing on this show? I don't know sometimes. I don't know myself.
We need Cookie's input on all things behind the scenes, the inner workings, the machinations of the film industry.
I know.
Imagine if it was Avengers: The Wong Dynasty.
Do you guys
watch the hell
understand?
out of that.
Do you guys understand the flop sweat that I fall into when I see John and I'm just like, don't cut to me, don't cut to me, don't cut to me, god damn it! And then he like looks over and he's like, Aaron, what do you think? I'm like, motherfucker.
Well, that's why I send out show notes. But if they did pull a
This was
fast
not on
one
the
with
show.
that. That's true. This wasn't in the show notes. I take that back.
I'm like,
I stand
I'm
corrected.
loving seeing Kang. He's
But-
like everywhere. Bring on more Kang. And
If
you're
they
like,
were
I'm like,
to
I don't know.
pull a bait and switch with Avengers Kang Dynasty, that would be one I think the audience would forgive. If they suddenly switch it out and say it's actually Avengers the Wong Dynasty.
They just changed the K and the A.
Yeah.
It would be pretty good.
That's the Wang dynasty?
No, I said the K and the A.
Yeah,
not
okay.
the
W-O.
K and the
Okay, I
A.
was like, wait a second. Hold on.
Not just the
That's a
K.
very different
The
film.
Wang Dynasty, totally different.
I said
Announced here at the
K&A.
Big D, the Wang Dynasty. Let's
Which
go.
Robert Meyer Burnett will have a cameo in
Yes.
the background.
And the hot toy for.
Yes.
Well, now we piqued his interest.
He's interested. All right. With that down, guys, thank you for sending that in. We appreciate that very much. What do you guys think? Listen, maybe you think it is possible. Maybe you think they could swap out one of these things in D23 and say, surprise, it's actually a Young Avengers movie. Whatever you guys think, jump down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Hey guys, we want to take a second to thank the sponsor of this video, Ryan Reynolds, and specifically his delightful company, Mint Mobile. So look, after years of fine print contracts and getting ripped off by big wireless providers, if we've learned anything, it's that there's always a catch. So when I first heard that Mint Mobile offers premium wireless starting at just $15 a month, I thought, what's the catch? But after talking to them and using their service, it all made sense. There isn't a catch. And guys, this is no joke. I have been using Mint Mobile for months now. And on top of the fact that I'm spending literally about 1/3 every month of what I was spending on my former major carrier, I've discovered no decline in my service. I kept my phone number and I was able to keep my phone. The switch from my old service to Mint Mobile couldn't have been easier and saved me more money. And the best part for anybody who just hates their phone bills is that Mint Mobile offers premium wireless for just $15 a month. All of their plans come with unlimited talk and text plus high-speed data delivered on the nation's largest 5G network. Use your own phone with any Mint Mobile plan and keep your same phone number along with all your existing contacts. To get your new wireless plan for just $15 a month and get the plan shipped to your door for free, go to mintmobile.com/Campea. That's mintmobile.com/Campea. Cut your wireless bill to $15 a month at mintmobile.com/Campea.